room. Your body shimmers in that little black dress as you walk across the room. Now I've got nothing left to say. I've got one thing on my mind. So when this story came across my feed late last night, I'm reading it thinking, okay, so you're just reporting. You're just telling the rest of the world what we already knew. Yet since 2019, they have been telling us, the government, the media have been telling us, oh no, no. The COVID virus did not come from the Wuhan lab. It came from the wet market next to it. Completely natural, nothing to see here, nothing to do with the work going on inside the laboratory. Nothing to do with the scientists there. There's no way that anything leaked, or there's no way that it was done on purpose. Nothing like that. And stop with your stupid conspiracies. And now they come out and they start reporting on the truth, or their version of the truth. And all this makes me wonder is, why now? They've known the truth for a long time. You've got to question, when they come out a couple of years later, why now? Why does it suit them now to talk about it? Could it be anything to do with the fact that, well, China is really on the nose at the moment? And, well, we're virtually, well, I think, and I've said this before, I think we are actually in World War III. And China's participation is getting more and more clear in that world war. And I think this is part of the propaganda machine against China. Not that I'm supporting it, but the thing is, like, what I'm saying is we've known. The rest of the world has already known. The general public has known this. If you actually want to admit it to yourself, there's a lot of people out here that still don't admit it. They still think, oh no, it came. They believe the media, they believe the government when they said, yeah, no, there's no way this was released on purpose. Of course, it came from the wet market. Anyway, check out. Oh, I'm rambling because I just this article came across this article last night and I thought, wow, this is ridiculous. The fact that they bring this up, they let this article come out now. And what's the purpose? It's just gaslighting, because we've all known. The headline: report unclassified documents show COVID did leak from Wuhan lab. Like I said, it's what we've known for years. US lawmakers say they have seen new credible information that COVID leaked from a Chinese lab and Beijing covered it up. Well, who would have thunk it? They claim to have also seen strong evidence that China's military was involved in experiments at the Wuhan Institute of Virology. Members of the House Select Subcommittee on the Coronavirus Pandemic saw the details in classified documents from the US State Department, which advises the president on foreign policy. The committee's chair, Rep. Brad Wenstrup, a Republican from Ohio, has called for the information to be immediately declassified and unredacted to give the public a more complete picture of the government's evidence regarding the origin of the COVID pandemic. You know what really, really frustrates me is people have been shouting out about this. They've been shouting about this for ever since it happened. Okay. And it seemed blatantly obvious. You've got the Wuhan lab there, and then right near it, you've got the outbreak that comes out, and then they're trying to tell us, well, oh, it didn't come from the Wuhan lab. It didn't come from the lab that creates the virus. It came from the wet market. So, it's all just a conspiracy theory. You're all people who just believe in conspiracy theories. And then a couple of years later, they release a report when the timing only suits them, and then they say, and everything seems to be downplayed. Oh, well, we won't talk about the people who we classified as conspiracy theory nuts, right wing extremists. And then when it comes out, they finally release information that's, oh, yeah, okay. It was all true. But let's forget about that. What I want to know is why now? Why now? Why release these documents now? Because there's more to it. This is just a propaganda stunt. It's not a coincidence that we are, you know, we're in the middle of a world war, and everyone's just using their proxies to fight this war. But we're in the middle of a war. China is becoming more and more aggressive over in the South China Sea, picking fights with everyone. Just a couple of days ago, was it a week ago now? Or it was reported anyway, how they've gone and a military jet went and let off flares directly in front of an Australian military helicopter. Extremely dangerous, endangering the lives of our crew. And then the aggression they've shown towards the Philippines, and their navy, between the aggression that they show towards Japan. So why is it now that all of a sudden the US want to release this information? And has it got anything to do with the upcoming election, do you think? Anyway, look, he said the unclassified documents first released in redacted versions in 23 contain information that credibly suggests COVID was born from a lab-related accident in Wuhan, or whatever, accident. The Chinese government obstructed investigations into the matter, and the Chinese military was involved in experiments taking place at the Wuhan Institute of Virology. Rep. Wenthrop's letter stated, as mounting evidence continues to point to a lab-related accident in Wuhan, China is the likely origin of the COVID-19 pandemic. That statement seems a bit stupid. Safely removing the superfluous redactions is a step towards transparency and accountability. Like I said, why now? Why now? This report came out last year, but now they want to do it. So here you go. What are they saying? We write to you today to request that you immediately take steps to declassify this information such that the American people have a more complete picture of the government's evidence regarding the origin of the COVID-19 vaccine pandemic, sorry. In February 2023, the subcommittee requested information from the State Department related to the COVID origin investigation, but the makers only recently reviewed classified versions. The documents are State Department cables and include emails and internal discussions about classified research at the Wuhan Institute of Virology with nearly all of the information in the cables, including email contents and contacts of senders and recipients, have been redacted. Whatever. So they're finally just coming out and admitting what we've all known for years anyway. But they're starting to take away the redactions so that we can see more clearly. But like I said, why is it now? Why is it now? This is just a PR stunt. This is just propaganda. And we all know it's true. They should have come out and admitted, they should have come out and told the public years ago, this is what China's doing. This is what China has done. The Chinese government, the Chinese Communist Party cannot be trusted. Okay. And yet these Western countries, they're addicted to the money. We need to wean ourselves off doing business with the Chinese government. They are not trustworthy. Their agenda is global domination. Let's not kid ourselves. And we are. We are in the throes of World War III. That's my opinion. What do you think? What is the reason why they're bringing all this out now? All this unredacted information for things that we already knew. What's their reason? Let me know what you think. I'm Jay Fallon. Thanks for listening to The Slippery Slope. They just fuel the desire that will take me higher.